This week I decided to do my reading response in the video format. I specifically am going to do it on the effective reading strategies that I found most beneficial and stuff that I've seen done in my classroom for my placement this year. One effective strategy is activating prior knowledge or background knowledge, as pointed out in the chapter, and this is a really big process the teacher should model for the students, and it's very big so they know. It helps them know about a subject before they read, and it'll make it easier when reading the subject rather than trying to guess while reading. And this can be done in a number of ways. You can do this orally, you can write it, or you can make a spider web. One effective strategy and new literacy tool that you can use is a site called Poplet, and this helps organize your thoughts. You can create this web like you see here about Earth. You can add videos in, and this will help gather prior knowledge about if you're reading about Earth as a student, so when you're reading the material it's not as new and unfamiliar to the student. To go off of activating prior knowledge, generating questions is a really big and effective strategy for younger students, and this is something that I focused my ELA lesson on, and this helps students figure out if they're curious about something. It also goes along with prediction, what they want to know, what they are expected to know, and it helps formulate their own ideas about the reading rather than the teacher just telling them as they go along. Another effective reading comprehension strategy is making inferences, and as you can see here, this is a It Says, I Say, and So chart on page 335 in our textbook. And applying this skill is very important for students because they need to go beyond facts and details in order to make inferences. So this chart kind of helps them on everything they learned up to this point. They can generate the question, see what it says in the text, they can put it in their own words, and then they can draw on the comparisons between the two to help better understand them. Summarizing is stated as the most effective comprehension strategy, and this is something that's important to develop at a young age, and it's important to make sure students know they don't have to give every specific little detail of the story, but just the most important main ideas and the details that back up those ideas. So that's an important strategy to build. When retelling this story and introducing how summary can go, it's important to know that it doesn't need to just be written, and you don't need to just write a paper on what the book was about or text. At a young age, it's important to start having students respond orally and giving their ideas out through words rather than just writing. Overall, after reading Chapter 7 of the Gunning text, these are the strategies that I found to be most effective and are the strategies that I see done in my classroom. And the biggest one that I know the kids are working on a lot are activating prior knowledge and generating questions / predicting. And like I said, that's what I focused my lesson on. And we did this more orally than anything. In the lesson, I had them listen, and before they generated questions to form their own ideas of what they thought the story was going to be about, and then certain stopping points in the book. And I think this would help breaking up the book going into summarizing a text, because like I stated earlier, kids seem to at first try and retell everything, and it's just more of like a beginning, middle to end. And in my DI assignment with my two students, I'm going to focus on beginning, middle to end on just specific details, and this chapter really helped me out with that, and it'll help moving forward as a teacher.